So as you can see right now, I'm currently editing the video that we have just made for you guys. And in this video, I did an interview with my mentor, Giordi. And basically this man literally changed my life, right? I kid you not. I literally, after I came out of the army last year, because of him and the strategy that he taught me, he helped me to do 100k months. And right now, literally like for the past 5 months, I've been consistently doing 100k months, all thanks to him. And last year, he generated over $3.8 million in sales through fashion dropshipping. And this video, you're gonna get like so much value. And if you're like a beginner struggling to get into fashion dropshipping, you don't know how to pick the right markets, you don't know how to do product research, you don't know how to like set up your campaigns properly. In this video, we share our strategy as to like how we do it, answer some of your questions as well. And you're gonna see it's like a long ass video, right? You're also gonna hear about his story. I'm gonna get like so much alpha in this video, like so much value in this video. And also, and hear me out guys, hear me out. Towards the end of the video, right, he even shared like one market that he has ran to 6 and 7k days, not really consistently, but he managed to scale to 6 to 7k days. And these are things that we don't normally share in public, but then he decided to share it. And also for me, I shared one store that did about 2.6k in net profit last month. I mean, it isn't crazy, but you know, I'm still something good, right? Imagine you have like 10 stores like that, that's like 26k. Yeah, but anyway, we share a lot of value. And also, if you are new to my YouTube channel, my name is Gary Lim. I make videos about fashion dropshipping, and I also have created a new community where I'm basically answering questions and helping you guys out with like starting your own fashion dropshipping store. And if you want to join my free Discord community, link is down in the pinned comment section box below. And right now we are in the works of filming a course. I think we are like halfway done. That depends on how fast Giordi films the course. But yeah, we are super excited to launch our school community where we're gonna be like helping a bunch of you guys out and share our strategy, go in depth. I'm gonna go super in depth on it. But anyway, I just want to get right into the video. Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we have a very special guest for you. And we have Giordi. And if you guys don't know, and you're new to my YouTube channel, Giordi, he's like my mentor. He's the one that taught me the strategy. And because of Giordi, like right now I have like some level of financial freedom, making like 100k a month plus in sales every single month. So I'm super thankful for him. And yeah, man, Giordi, you want to share a bit about yourself?
Yeah,
the legend himself.
Such sweet words, man. Yeah, so I'm Giordi. I think I started dropshipping, in 2008, like when you also started, Gary, because I first learned from you.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Right? Yeah, actually,
the mastermind. So yeah, it's kind of interesting how things go. Yeah, I started in 2018. Back then it's way different than how it is now. So I did a lot of gadgets and beauty products, health products. So yeah, scaled that a little bit up. I think in 2020 or 19, I transitioned already into AU markets. That's also.
And what kind of numbers were you doing back then and like right now?
So back then, like when I just started, or a little bit later.
When you first started and like right now.
So when I first started, like I remember at your mastermind, I was already doing like 5k per day.
Oh shit.
So first started like 1 to 5k per day. So I was already hitting like 6-figure months. And also in the AU markets, like when I transitioned into the AU markets, because the competition was way less back then, I also was able to hit like 6-figure months. But at some point, I think it was in late 2020 or 2019, I got a lot of issues with Facebook bans. A lot of, so I basically went back to zero,
Yeah.
So then, I was starting, because back then you didn't really have like all these agency accounts and all these setups we have right now, right? So I had to find something, and then I saw this guy, some Dutch guy, doing really well on Pinterest. So I transitioned into Pinterest. Was struggling a little bit in the beginning there, but I was also able to scale there to like 300k months in the Pinterest.
300k months on Pinterest.
Yeah, man. Like back
That's
then there was
insane, bro.
no competition
That's
back
crazy.
then on Pinterest.
Wow.
So I made some good profits of that, but I was a little bit stupid with the money. So I lost a bunch of profits,
How did it happen?
Traveling, all the yeah, all the good stuff, you know.
Yeah. I
So
same for me, man. Happened to me as well. I made like so much in sales, and then I spent like so much of my money.
yeah, yeah, wasn't also really not really tracking like it correctly, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. So then, you know, some private stuff happened, so I stopped dropshipping for like a year or something. Then went back into dropshipping, then just with meta ads and also a little bit Pinterest. But the thing was, I was only selling gadgets, you know, so it was not really fashion yet. But I was really struggling to get it going. So I was testing a lot
And
of
this was
products.
in 2022, 2021.
Like when I got back into dropshipping, you mean? Or
Yeah, when you were selling the gadgets. After getting back into dropshipping again,
yeah, that was like 2023, I think.
2023.
Like early 2023, I'm not sure. Yeah, so around that time, yeah, I also was able back then to scale it back to like 6 figures months. But then someone told me to add Klarna to my store. And then I got completely fucked because I got some problems with my supplier. Like a lot of orders were delayed and shit, you know. So yeah, basically lost all the profits there.
And was that with fashion?
No, that was just with a little bit fashion.
That was with gadgets, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit. Thank God it was not fashion, bro.
Damn, yeah, that would be crazy. And were you selling in the EU markets?
Yeah, it was
with
mostly EU markets, especially also I think in Germany
Germany?
and some other European countries.
Oh, so you were selling in Germany with Klarna?
Yeah.
Oh,
Biggest
okay.
mistake
Did that help?
ever.
Did that help to boost the
Yeah,
conversion
it
rate?
definitely boost conversions, but yeah, I didn't see any of that money, so
Okay.
yeah, so don't recommend to use that at all. So basically, I lost a bunch of money because I not only lose like money with Klarna, I also lose like the ad spend and the team cost, you know. So yeah, I was deep in the red. So yeah, that was like the biggest downside of my dropshipping career, you know.
Yeah, like the kind of like the lowest point, right? One of the lowest point.
Yeah, and I had to like change everything in my mind, man. Like I had to change like the approach, everything, because I was also still testing like a lot of gadgets, but it just wasn't really like hitting good, right? Was really hard to find winners.
And what kind of gadgets were you testing?
Like everything you can find, like I think toys even.
Oh, toys.
Toys. Yeah, I was just testing everything I can find, like in the USA market. So I was also testing a little bit fashion, and what I noticed also back then, if I look back, is that the fashion products they actually perform like one of the best products, you know.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of interesting.
So you mean like back then when you were selling gadgets, you were also selling fashion?
Yeah, I was just everything I could find, man. It was
Oh,
not just
so
like,
you back then your strategy was just like a purely general store. You were testing
yeah, like the most
gadgets.
general, like everything I could
Right.
find, like what's working
Right.
in the US market, then I would bring it to the European market. So that's basically how I did it back then.
And even back then, before you got into like fully focused on fashion dropshipping, you already found that fashion dropshipping was doing better than selling gadgets.
Yeah, but back then I didn't really like recognize it or something. Because now if I look back, I noticed like the fashion was already hitting way better there. So yeah, anyway, so I went to like a deep hole. I had to figure out a new strategy because it wasn't working for me. And then I came across this guy doing fashion, Dutch guy. And also I had some dropshipping friends. They also were doing always fashion, but I never really like tapped into it. So I decided to get into fashion dropshipping. So yeah, that's where it all began, man. That's how I got into fashion. So yeah, I bought from this guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but I bought his course, like his mentorship. So yeah, also I was struggling in the beginning a lot. Also tested a bunch of fashion products, like I don't know, what, in the hundreds at least.
Mm.
It also costed a lot of money because you have to test like one campaign per product. So, but I found a couple winners. Also, like was able to scale that, like to like add campaigns at like 2K budgets and shit. But I noticed like I was testing every day like 10 products, 20 products even.
Yeah, just burning through the budgets really quickly, right?
Yeah, and just I feel it just brought down on the ROAS a lot, man. So yeah, I think you're also like competing with all the other products that you're launching, you know.
Yeah, and it's like you're scaling one product, and then you're taking all the profits from the one product into
Exactly.
testing other products, and you're left with like no money.
I have like 2 winning campaigns, and then I spent all this money on all these other, like, because they tell you in the course like there's 10 to 15 products per day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes on some stores you have like only winning campaigns of like 200 budgets, you know. But that's already like more than like the testing budget sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
And
So,
the thing
yeah.
is, like, with that strategy, it's kind of like what I seen in, especially the YouTube scene in fashion dropshipping, is most people are doing Facebook ads that way. They are testing one product per campaign, and this is not just with fashion. This is actually across like general dropshipping, how people are teaching it, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was how I was doing in the past as well. And bro,
Same.
I think I lost like so much money. I remember I had a month where I found like a winning product, and that was also around the time where you got back into dropshipping around 2022, 2023. I found like a toy which was a dog toy, and I sold it to over 100k plus in sales, and I made about like 25k profit. And then the next 2 months, I lost like 10 to 15k testing products, and I couldn't even find a winner. So I tested like 200 products, one product per campaign. I couldn't find a winner, so literally like all my money like just, you know, you'd made like a 6-figure month, and then the next 2 months go back to zero. It just wasn't consistent.
That's also what I've noticed. Like when I do the single campaign of a single product per campaign setup, is that I noticed. Oh, sorry, my mic is a little bit off. I noticed like it's not as consistent. It's not as consistent as I have right now. I noticed the performance fluctuate like crazy. So with the setup that I'm using right now, I notice like every day, like I hit at least close to 10k. So like it's been like that for like what, like now, like more than 1 year, like 1.5 years.
So why don't you share with us like how much sales you actually generated last year through this shift? And later on, guys, we're gonna share a little bit about the strategy.
Let me grab my phone.
So make sure to actually stay tuned till the end of the video, because we're gonna share like the one shift that we make in our campaign structure that help us to generate 100k months for me, and for Giordi is like doing 300 to 400k a month. So yeah, he's gonna show you some proof right now.
Guys.
Yeah.
So we're using Servicepoint, that's basically our supplier, and we have all our stores connected to it. So it's also shows all the revenue combined. So this is basically from all the stores. So this is, for example, yesterday. You can see it.
Yeah, that's about 8,000 euros. That's about 9.5k US dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this month, let me also show this month. Actually, the performance is a little bit down right now.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. Like Giordi has been telling me like, oh, you know what, my performance is down, and then he's doing like 10k days. You know, like 10k days is like a bad day for him right now. It's just insane, man.
So as you can see, this month is like 124k euros.
Yeah, that's about 145,000.
Yeah, something like that. Let me grab last year real quick.
Yeah. So probably just gonna end off the month with like 300k. Just another bad month, you know. It's another low month. It's a 300k. Just a bad month.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, I expect it to be more, to be honest, because usually January, like last year, was way better for me. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Sometimes Facebook is also kind of like random, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never know when your book good months are gonna come.
All right, so this is last year. This is 3. I don't know why my graphic is all.
That's about 3.32 million in euros. About 3.6, 3.7, 3.8.
No, that's like 3.8. It's actually close to 3.9 million USD.
Yeah, 3.8 million US dollars, and that's all from changing the way that he launched a campaign. And also, guys, this is something that if you don't know yet, me and Giordi, we actually launched a free community where we are sharing our strategy, and I'll put a link down in the pin comment box below. So if you want to learn like, how we do it, because we are actually filming a course right now where we are going in depth on how we launch our campaigns, how we do our product research, and literally everything in between to help you succeed. And we literally have 2 close friends right now that we are helping. They already hit their 1K day within like their first week of using this strategy. It's just so insane what's possible.
Right.
So yeah, enough of pitching. Giordi, so why don't you share with us what is the secret, to doing these numbers consistently? The secret, man.
Yeah.
The one thing.
I will be honest, like this strategy that we are teaching, like, is the most consistent I've ever been in my entire dropshipping career. It's kind of crazy. I don't think it's just one thing that we do. I think it's a combination of things. So one of the things is the single campaign approach for every store. So for every store, we only have one campaign where we put in all the products, and then if it's profitable, then we just increase the budget. If it's unprofitable, then we decrease the the budget. So it's really simple. And also, the second thing is being active in a lot of markets. So we not have like 1 store or 2 stores. No, I personally have like 20 stores. Not all are profitable, but I see like most revenue, they come from like 5 to 6 stores for me. And what I also noticed is that every month, like, it switches up which market is performing. So that's also one of the reasons why it's so consistent. And of course, we daily launch like 10 to 15 products. For me, I launched 15. For Gary, I think you launched 10, right?
10, yeah.
Yeah, of course, you need to have a team for that. And I think and of course, we also sell fashion. I think that combination is why we have so much consistency now.
Yeah. And I think like the biggest game changer for us is definitely the way that we launch our ads. Instead of like what Giordi said, instead of having like one testing with one campaign per product, we have like just one campaign for the entire store. And in this campaign, we have like all the advertisements inside, and we set it at a relatively low budget, like say like $3 per day for testing. I'm just pumping advertisements into that one campaign, treating it kind of like Google. If you guys have ran any Google shopping ads, pretty much it's like how it works is you have one big campaign, and then you just add in products every single day, and you just let Google decide which advertisement or which product it's gonna spend on. Because the thing is, you're literally depending on the algorithm to decide which advertisement to spend on. And the thing is, the algorithm is really smart, man. Meta, they have a very good idea of knowing which advertisement is going to convert, without even, So the thing is, you put all the advertisement into one campaign, just let Meta say like, okay, you know what, here's 30 ads. Decide how you're going to allocate the budget. And what you're going to find is a lot of times, they're going to allocate the budget towards like maybe like the top 5 ad, So they pick 5 ads that they think is going to perform well, and they spend most of the money. And you know that the other 25 ads that don't get any spend, just not likely to work, So you basically save your money. You just let Meta decide how to actually allocate the spend, and then
It also gives an advantage because all these other fuckers, they testing with €50 campaign budgets. And if you are scaling, let's say you have a 1K budget on that campaign and you add there your new products inside, sometimes I have new products, like on the first day I already do like 1K per day. So you're basically outbidding your competitor with this method if you're scaling.
Yeah, that's actually insane. So you have one scaling campaign, you test new products, and then on the same day you can hit 1K per day on the new
new product.
On the product.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's one big advantage if you use this approach.
So let's say, for example, if right now our viewers who are watching this, they're probably like new and they don't know how to get started, or maybe they have done a bit of drop shipping, they follow some advice, but nothing really took off for them. They haven't actually hit their first 1K day. Maybe they haven't even made their first sale. What is like your advice, for like a beginner?
Definitely get into fashion. That's the step number 1.
Buy our course. Right, buy our course, bro. But for real, like
Yeah. So I would start as a beginner, like in 2 to 3 markets. I would use the Facebook Ads library to find like markets where the performance is really high, so where a lot of people are scaling. You can use that with Google Chrome extension. You just check the reach of the competitors that you found, and if you notice a lot of them are scaling, then maybe it's a good market to enter. If you see they are not scaling, then maybe it's not a good market to enter. So that's how I will do it, and I will pick like 2 to 3 markets. I wouldn't just stick to one, and I would also switch pretty quickly. So after 3 to 4 weeks, after the market, if the market's still not profitable, and of course use the single CBO method, so you don't waste a lot of money testing. Yeah, that's basically how I will start.
Yeah. So basically, what you have just shared is just what I'm teaching on my YouTube channel, right? Basically, what Giordi is saying is, the best way for a beginner to succeed, being honest, is to follow like our strategy, because that is what has proven to work for us, and also for people that we are teaching in real life. For those in-depth video, you can actually check out my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So yeah. So let's actually go a little bit into your story, man. I think this is probably quite interesting, you know.
Yeah.
Why don't we start with like how you actually became an entrepreneur, and how was like your childhood like growing up? What actually made you chose the path that you chose in life?
Yeah. So I was always like, when I was like a child, like around 14 to 15 years, I was always behind the computer, online. I actually started with, I think, growing Instagram accounts.
Bro, I used to do that as well. I don't know if I told you. I used to do that, man.
There was this thing like called power likes.
Bro, I did that as well. Yeah. That was before I did dropshipping. I did that, man. Yeah. Sorry to cut you off, but go on.
That's funny, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's how I got started, like into this. Because then people messaged me. Like I just first did it like for fun. Like I would just want to have like a lot of followers. I don't know why. But then once people they wanted shout out, because I grew the accounts with power likes to like 1 million followers. One account.
Oh shit! So wow. Yeah, and was that like a niche account?
Yeah, it was like a barber account.
Oh shit! Wow, 1 million followers.
Yeah, I was putting in a lot of effort to grow that account.
And how long did it take for you to grow that to like 1 million followers?
So it took quite long. I'm not sure exactly how long it was, but it was quite long. And
probably like a year, do you say? Would say like a year at least?
Yeah, I posted 4 to 5 times even per day, man.
Yeah.
With the power likes. It was crazy, man. And I also got some dropshippers, they messaged me for a shout out. Yeah. And then I saw the post went viral, so I also started the dropshipping store back then, and I posted on my own account also. And
that was when you were like 15 years old?
No, I think a little bit more, like 16, 17. Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that. And later on I also got an offer, so I actually sold the account. It was kind of funny, like someone, they offered like 15k, and I was like, whoa.
Oh, 15k, wow.
Yeah, but the next day I got an offer, but then I already sold it, but for 45k.
For 45k?
Yeah, man, I got the offer.
That's insane.
But I already sold it for 15k. So
yeah, damn, shit.
So
that was kind of like your introduction towards entrepreneurship.
Yeah, man. That's like you can really make money online, So that was like the first thing, yeah.
Okay, and where do you think that drive came from? Like, why do you wanna get into entrepreneurship?
I think just the freedom to do what I want and not have to answer anyone. That's probably like the main reason why I got into it.
So back then you were only like 16 years old, 15 years old,
16,
and you already
like that.
Yeah, and cause most people at that age, they are like thinking about having fun, like talking to girls, but then you were already thinking about like freedom and wanting to build something for yourself.
Yeah. At first I did the Instagram accounts for fun. I really didn't have like expectation to make money off of it. The opportunity just came, man. Like I started with these shout outs, and then now it built up to I started to then a dropshipping store, like sell some products there through that account, and then later on I sold it. And after that I transitioned into dropshipping. Yeah, that's how it went basically.
And how old are you this year? Just so that the audience has some context.
How old I am?
Yep.
I'm 24, man.
Damn, so you're 24 and you're like
Yeah,
making
long
this
time,
kind
man.
of crazy money.
I went through so
Wow.
much shit.
Right.
But, yeah.
Yeah, man. You're like 24 years old, but you know, if people know your life experience and everything they've been through, it's like someone who is like in their 40s, man.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I made so many mistakes. Like every
Yeah.
mistake you can think of, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my biggest, down moments was that shit with Klarna. Like I literally almost went bankrupt, man. It was really, really crazy. I was really in a down spiral. So I had to change things up, and then I came into this fashion game.
And how did you pull yourself out of that situation? Why don't you share a little bit more about that?
Yeah, because I had no choice. I had to pay that money back, man. Because
So you actually owed Klarna money.
Yeah. I logged in
Okay.
into the merchant account, and it said like negative 90k, man.
And what if you don't pay that?
Yeah, bro. I didn't contact them for like 10 months.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, no, not 10. Like a little bit shorter, but thank God I did because later they came asking for the
Yeah.
money.
They probably will send like a debt collector, right? Because 90k
some
is
Dutch
quite a bit.
company, they contacted me.
Yeah.
I actually thought they maybe forgot about me, but they didn't forget.
Yeah, probably not, man. Yeah, 90k is
Yeah.
quite a bit.
But thank God, I pulled myself together with this fashion strategy. And also before the single CBO method, I also made some money like with the per product campaign setup. But it was the worst period of my life, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like really, like so many thoughts go through your mind, man. If you go through that.
And what are some of the thoughts that you had?
Well, I thought this was the end, man. I thought this is where it's going to end, going into debt, But I just kept going, put myself together, and just believed that it will work out for some reason.
Yeah.
And thank God it did.
Yeah.
Was able to fix all of it, so I'm happy.
And the crazy
learn
thing
from
is,
the mistakes. That's the most important thing.
the
Yeah.
crazy thing is that was only like 2 years ago, and
Yes,
literally
something
within
about
like 2
that.
years, you changed, you turn your life completely around. Now you have like a really good system for dropshipping. You're making very consistent,
Yeah.
multiple 5 figures every single month.
Yeah, especially the most
Life is good.
consistent part is like all I wanted, man. The most consistent. I don't want like, well, of course it's nice to have like stores doing 20, 30k, but what I know, and I also have like store because back then, I think in June last year, I did like 600k per month in 1 month.
Yeah, that was insane.
I had stores doing like more than 10k, but what I noticed, like these stores, they drop off the quickest, They drop off really quickly. So, you don't want stores that drop off so quickly, right? It's of course it's nice to show the screenshots and shit, but it's better if you just have a bunch of stores doing consistent revenue every day. That's just way better, in my opinion.
Yeah, and also to follow up on what Giordi is saying, I feel like in my experience as well, the past 5 months, ever since I was able to basically make it take off, launch a bunch of stores, test a different bunch of markets, and finally found a few markets that were really good. It has been really consistent for me as well. Of course, there are like better months, there are like better months, months that are a little bit slower. But in general, it's like every single month has been profitable for me. And the thing about me is like when I was doing dropshipping back in 2019, 2020, I would have like one really big month where I did like 300k a month. And I made like maybe like 40, 50k. Then the next month I would break even.
Yeah.
Actually lose money because you have to pay your team, So you break even on the front end with like the testing and everything. You couldn't find a winner. then you have to pay your team like 5k, so I was down 5k, and then I was partying like a rock star, so I was like losing like 15k, you know. You probably know that.
I think almost every like big guy goes through this, man.
Yeah.
So because I notice, every time I have a store with like doing like 25k per day or something, or 20k per day, it drops off, like always drops off, It's never gonna stay consistent like that. But,
and how long would you able to make it run at 20k a day for like those stores?
Like back in May, I mean June.
Yeah, back in June last year when you did your 600k month.
Yeah, maybe a week or something, not long.
Oh, I mean that's still pretty good, right? A week of 20k a day is like 150k in sales, maybe about 22k in profit, 23k in profit.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, but it's not consistent. Like I like when it's just how I have it right now, when we just have almost every day 10k per day. Yeah, that's just how I like it. I like the consistency with this strategy. This is just really good, and also the team costs are now quite low. That's also a problem I had. Back when I started, I also had really high team costs. Now it's also less, thanks to you, Gary.
Yeah, because I was sharing with Giordi how he can basically cut down his costs and share a few ideas and help each other out.
Yeah, man, it really saves a lot, man. It really saves.
Yeah, and this is all everything that we're gonna be teaching in our course. If that is something that you guys are interested in. But anyway, let's pivot a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about mindset, because I feel like mindset is something that really differentiate those who are successful and who don't succeed.
Yeah.
So like say for example a beginner who is starting out dropshipping right now, in terms of mindset, how should he actually approach dropshipping? What is like a realistic timeline that he should set for himself to succeed?
Yeah. Well, first you have to be realistic. You need some money to start. So you have to look at your cash flow first. Of course you also need to have cash flow. So maybe.
And how much would you recommend?
For this strategy, if you follow this strategy, you don't need much, to be honest. Maybe 1k is enough, I think.
Yeah. Personally, for me, I just recommend people saying like 2 to 3k, just to be a little bit more conservative.
Yeah, 2 to 3k, then you're really safe with this strategy. But to be honest, like you already start with like $50 per day for store, so it's not much. But just start looking at your situation first. See how many stores you can open with this strategy. The most important thing is that you don't need to feel motivated. You just need to fucking do it, You just need to put in all the hours and work every day. Regardless on how you feel, you just have to do it and believe that it will work out, because then you just force it to work out, There's no motivation or something, you just have to do it.
Discipline, right? Just
Discipline,
like setting yourself.
That's right. And
what have you noticed?
The steps what we teach, if you're gonna follow the course, of course. You can also do it like just from your YouTube videos. It's already enough, I think. You can start with that. And just don't hang out on markets like too long. Switch quickly, and you will find success, man.
And what do you think are some of the mistakes that beginners make? Number one, in terms of like their strategy or their approach to dropshipping, and number two, in terms of like how they think about dropshipping, like their mindset.
Yeah, they think it's all like saturated and everyone is selling the same products and it doesn't work, But I guarantee you, Gary and I, we sell the same products and it's still working.
Yeah, literally, like we compete against each other in the same markets as well.
We're still scaling, man. It doesn't really matter.
Still scaling, it doesn't really matter.
Like the market is big enough for everyone. Like it doesn't matter, man. And also, you don't have. Sorry, I'm new to this, guys. And also, like if I give Gary my winners, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will work for him. It can also mean, and vice versa. So he can give me his winners to me, and for me it won't work. So you really just don't need to think like too much about like what products you're choosing. of course, don't pick like the first one you see. But you also don't have to think too much like what you pick about which product you pick.
This is also if you're following our strategy. If you're following other strategies, of course, it's very different.
Yeah.
But all the advice that we're sharing is just based off
Yes.
how we are doing things. How we generate.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of guys I see like complain they tested so many products in other groups, and they lost like a bunch of money. That's why I just think like you can also just create like one campaign if you're on a budget and save money that way. Like you just let Facebook decide on where to spend. I think that will be the biggest game changer for most of you. If you switch to that strategy, I think that will be like the game changer, I think. And also you need to be in the right markets, of course, because every market they have its own momentum. So some months, like let's say Italy is performing really good, the next month maybe Germany or something. So you have to like that's the timing is also like
Can't share too many markets. You gotta be careful with which one can I share. Can't share the ones that are performing for us, man.
Yeah. We will share it all with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's really important to choose
picking the right markets.
Yeah, and the right momentum, because every market they have this own momentum. So that's what we really notice. So that's really important. But you can just look it up in the ads library to see which market is performing. Like it doesn't have to be like some secret thing,
Yeah, you can just use the tool called Ad Library Cloud Chrome extension, and you can basically just see like how much people are spending their ads on in the European countries using a Facebook ad library. And this is like how we do most of our product research and how we like find winning products. Literally just looking at what's selling and just like selling those, because we use that one campaign per store. Facebook will just let Facebook decide where they can allocate their budget to spend on. So having like a volume of products.
Sounds all so simple, and but it works, guys.
Yeah. The only downside I would say is like it's very labor intensive. So if you want to scale, you need like a VA for sure, man.
Yeah.
Either that or you gotta work like 27 hours a day or something.
Yeah. But I think in the beginning you need to work actually like if you don't have any money, I think you should actually do like the first few stores yourself.
Yeah.
Of course, don't do too much, but I will just like do 2 to 3 markets, and then just keep switching on until you have a market that is profitable, and then you just keep, growing your cash flow until you can hire more people. That's how I will do it personally. So I would start in 2 to 3 markets, do it myself, find markets that are profitable, and then just grow your cash flow that way, and then hire people. So I would just keep switching markets until it becomes profitable. Basically, that's what I will do. So then I will have 2 to 3 profitable stores, and then build my cash flow.
To follow up on like what Giordi is saying, I was kind of in the same position as well. Like last year, January, when I first started out the strategy, I actually started out with a very low budget. Back then, my savings wasn't a lot because I blew most of my savings after in 2023, 2022, 2021. So when I got back into dropshipping, I was starting on a low budget, and I only had I was active in only 4 different markets. I was running 4 markets, and it took me around, I was working about 5 hours a day, I would say, on average, 5 to 6 hours a day, launching products, launching ads, product research and everything. So I would say, if you can invest at least 4 to 5 hours a day dropshipping, you can probably quite comfortably manage at least 4 stores. At least that was what I was doing yourself. Then like once you actually get it to work, then you can of course hire and build a team. And eventually for me, when I started to become more profitable, like I found a store that was scaling, I built like a team around it. I had like a product launcher, like a ads lister, and built like a systems around it, and customer service, everything. But at the start, if you have a low budget, you just have to grind it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's okay to just start with 2 to 3 stores. You don't have to do like us, like starting with 20 stores or 15 stores. That's crazy. I will just start small, and then you build from there. That's what I will do.
And also the other thing is, if you are someone with like, say you want results fast, you have like the money to invest in this strategy, you can quickly, once you understand like the system and the SOPs and how we can like build stores, how basically the strategy works. For those people who are different, you know, you can like build like a team immediately from the start. And this is also how I teach like some of my friends. That's why Melvi, you know, he was able to hit that 1K per day really fast.
Crazy.
He got it into the right markets. In a couple, like literally in the first like third day or something, you know, he hit like 1K already. Yeah. And I think he's pretty pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Maybe we should share his market. We should share his website.
Yeah. No, but by the way, now we're talking about him, he actually has a good strategy about importing products. And we're going to teach that in the course. Yeah. Basically, he imports products in like a couple seconds, so it's crazy. Like, I think soon you don't even need a product lister anymore.
Because of, like right now, I think AI is like so getting more and more powerful. You know, every single day I'm getting more and more amazed at how capable AI is. Last time, like right now, you know, in the past I was only using ChatGPT. Now I'm using AI to, you know, same for Giordi as well. AI to create videos, AI to basically, you know, list the products and everything.
Yeah. Talking about AI, right now one of my top spending ads is an AI video that I made with some tools that we use. We will share it in the course, of course.
And how much are you making how much are you spending on that AI video?
It has to be like close to 1K.
1K a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. That's like 3K a day from one advertisement.
Video ads about 5 seconds. But it's made completely generated by AI, so it's really crazy what you can do with it. And also have some images performing. So we will share all of that, of course, in the course. But yeah, it's really game changing. It will really change the game for us.
Yeah, so let's get into some questions in our Discord community. So this guy, he asked,
Also, because I also get a lot of questions in my DM right now. But what I noticed, like a lot of people, they are overthinking too much. They make simple things like way too complicated, you know. So you just have to not complicate the things, you know.
Keep it stupid simple.
Yeah. Like the logo, like it all doesn't really matter, man, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I was even scaling an ad. It got like Italian. Oh no, I'm gonna share my store.
Italian. Right.
Basically, I got it was some text, but it also had English, like translated with DeepL inside. So
the wrong translation.
It was working, bro. It was working.
Yeah.
But it said the text translated by.
Translated by DeepL.
Yeah.
I guess people don't care, you know. People honestly like they like the product, they're just gonna buy it.
Text on, so it doesn't really matter. Like people overthink it way too much, man.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be so perfect, and you know.
Yeah. So one question this guy asked ZWO, how do you do market research properly?
How do I do market?
Do you wanna do like a brief sharing of how you do market research?
Yeah, sure. So with market research, the goal is not necessarily to find products, but to find winning stores. So how do you find winning stores? So you basically go download first the Chrome extension called Ad Library Cloud. So then you go to a European market, because in Europe you can see the reach. So there you can see if people are scaling or not. And then you're gonna use some keyword like free shipping or buy now, get yours, you know, stuff like that. And then you go look for competitors. So you find like fashion stores, then you click on them. And then what I usually do, I have a tool called PP Spy. There you can see the amount of products someone has on their store. And then I basically will click on every fashion dropshipping store, and then I check how many products they have inside the store. If it's less than 100, I'm not even gonna bother to check it. If it's more than 100, then I'm gonna open a different tab, and then I'm gonna check out the ads and see if they are scaling. And how do you see if they are scaling? If you see that ads have a lot of reach, And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna save that store in the product in the Google Sheet or something. So you make like a whole list of competitors that you are going to stalk now. So yeah, that's basically how I will do it.
Cool. There's a lot of value.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's maybe better if you do it in a video. It's kind of hard to talk how I do it. It's better if I just show it. But but I think
probably like in our training videos, even in my free training video, you guys can you can check out some of my videos. I go through like product research exactly like how I do it, pretty in depth, like showing in my laptop and stuff. So that would be very helpful. Yeah. Giordi, why don't you go over some questions that you get in your DM?
Yeah, let me grab my DM.
Yeah.
I get a lot of questions about which market to sell in. I think
yeah,
you
for
also
that.
get it. Yeah, I already talked to it in this video, but I will just say it again. Is just go to the ads library, go to different markets, Germany, whatever market you maybe will sell in, and just check the ads, see if people are scaling or not. And if they are scaling right now, then go enter that market and test it out for yourself. And if after 3 to 4 weeks, if you are not profitable, then switch again to a new market and do the same thing. You just have to do that until you hit a good market.
So that's basically for finding your markets, finding a good stock.
That's like the most questions I always get.
Yeah.
Let me see.
And you just have to be willing to test for yourself and try it out, because what you notice is sometimes also, like a market may be working for me, but it may not work for you. So you also gotta try it out for yourself. Like sometimes sometimes random markets work. A lot of times like random markets work. Yeah.
So right now I entered the market Gary suggested. He says it's like crazy market. I have like a 0.34 ROAS.
Bro, that's like one of my best market, man. That's like my second best market this month.
Yeah. So that's just how it goes, man. So sometimes I feel like Facebook is a little bit like a casino.
Yeah.
To be honest. But you just have to test it out and just don't stick in the market too long. I think that's the biggest issue people have.
Yeah, I agree.
And overthinking too much. It's also.
Yeah. Just gotta try it out and move fast, man. That's all. That's it.
Yes.
Yep.
And using the single CBO method.
Yeah, most importantly is like follow the way that we launch our campaign, have one campaign per store, launch your ads within one campaign, save your freaking money, man. Don't test one product per campaign. I mean, if you want to lose a bunch of money to find winners, you can do that. That is working well for a lot of people. But I also seen a lot of people lose like even some like tens of thousands of dollars. That's just like insane. Being down like 10K is like crazy.
I saw some guy on YouTube. Probably some people already saw it, but he lost like fucking 10K, man.
10K, yeah?
Yeah, totally.
And that's actually very common, To be honest, like losing 10K in dropshipping is actually much more people who are actually doing it, people who are actually trying to make it work. It's actually quite common among what I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like if you find winners, like you can make like 2K profit in a day, so you will make it back really pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
But you just have to do it efficient, You cannot like blast money like crazy on testing. And that's been the biggest game changer for me. Because even at low revenue, you can be really, really, really profitable. And that's over time it adds up,
Yeah, like having a bunch of different stores that are profitable, stacking them up together. Yeah, that's how we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to answer one more question?
I have to
do you have any
man.
more like yeah?
Let me look real quick. The S like where's the course?
What's that?
The S like where's the course?
Yeah. That's depends on how Giordi feels, man. Depends on when Giordi is gonna finish filming.
Nah, I think it's finished soon, man. I just have this like the store setup part is I think the longest part.
Yeah, and we just done that.
Annoying one.
Yeah.
So but I almost finished with it, so
yeah.
Then we should be good.
Yeah, maybe we can give a little bit of an update with the course as well while Giordi is looking for the questions. I will just share the update. Right now we pretty much are done with like half of it. We filmed the we did the mindset portion. We did the so I'll kind of like break down like what we have for the course. It's just like a bunch of shit, man. Let me just give me a sec. Just so that people know what we are gonna be teaching. We spend like so much time doing this, you know. So we're gonna be sharing like basically like why this strategy is different from others, setting you up with the right mindset, with the right expectations, the timeline, and I also even show my P&L. Literally like me, I show my actual P&L from like month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6 to give you like a realistic expectation of how quickly you can find success, setting up your store, setting up your company, picking the right market, how to actually pick the right market, how to launch, when to switch the market, how to actually set up your store, literally like a step by step setting up your store, the ads, the apps, how to import the products for the new beginners, how to do your product research, the Facebook ad library, building your competitor list, how to use spy tools, how to use like AliExpress Temu to find untapped winners, everything about meta ads, how to set up your campaign, how to set up your pixel, set up a Facebook page, your business manager, where to get it, how to create your creatives, how to set up your first campaign, how to manage your ads, how to actually delete your ads, when to scale, how to self-scale, how to live case study of our stores, how to create separate campaigns when you have a product that is doing really well. This is what we don't really talk about in our videos. How to use AI video ads, how to prompt, how to create high converting AI video ads, how to start with a low budget for a low budget, how to start with a high budget, you know, different approaches for those who are beginners or for those who are more advanced with more money, how to track your profits to make sure that you're getting results, how to hire people, how to build your systems and SOPs to hire, how to set up your customer service, how to deal with chargebacks, how to use email marketing, how to use post-purchase upsell. Literally everything that you need to know about dropshipping. From step A to step Z, we share everything in the course. Yeah. So I think that's gonna be so valuable. It's gonna be like a continuous work in progress. We wanna create a product that is gonna be super available for people at a very cheap price. So we're super excited for that.
Yeah, and the results speak for themselves. We already have 2 guys that we teach, and they already doing like 1K per day, but it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So
have you found the questions? Yeah.
So most of the questions I got like which market. So maybe we can share like couple markets.
Sure. Yeah, let's give them maybe like 2 markets.
Yeah. So
okay, I will share one and you will share one. All right, how about that?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, let me share. Let me just look at my P&L sheet and see. I'll share like one decent market. You know, one decent market.
Yeah.
So actually, Ireland is one of my top 5 markets. I would say. Yeah, definitely my top 5 markets. Last month, we made about 2.6k USD in profit. It's pretty nice. It's not like crazy, you know, but it's like, imagine you have like 20 stores and you have 5 stores doing 2.6k in profit. That's like 15k in profit. Then you have the other stores that are maybe doing like 500 or 1k in profit. You can make like 20k a month in profit by stacking stores like that. So yeah, Ireland is a pretty good market. Last month I made 2.5k. This month is a bit slower, but we'll just wait for it to pick up. Yeah. So yeah, your turn, Giordi.
Yeah. So I will share markets. With this market, you can just run with credit card only. They don't accept the currency in PayPal. I actually also did 10k per day there.
Oh shit.
It's not 10k. I think like not 10k. It's 6k, 7k.
Okay.
Something like that. It's a European market in Romania.
Romania, that's insane. So you scaled to 10k a day in Romania.
Not 10k, like 6-7k or something.
Okay. I was worried you're gonna share my high performing market. I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay, no, okay, that's good. Yeah. That's hilarious, man.
Screenshot that thing.
Like, oh fuck, you for real?
Yeah, but guys, if you just have credit cards, maybe try Romania. It's it's a pretty good market. Not a lot of people are selling there, so I would definitely try it out. And also, if you have to, this is also really important, is to have the right payment methods if you do this strategy.
Yeah. And I think like card with PayPal is like good enough for almost most of the markets, you know.
But some markets they require different payment methods. Like for example, if you're gonna sell in the Dutch market, which is also quite good. They need ideal and bankcontact
Yeah.
for it to work. But yeah, that's also important. But the most important thing is that you get credit card and PayPal.
Yeah, I think that's like that's like the requirement. But PayPal, I would say, because I actually noticed some people who are from third world countries, they can't get PayPal. For those people, I would say you find a market that is that don't require PayPal. For example, like Ireland, Romania, and Italy as well. These kind of markets, and you can sell in those markets. But the only problem is what I notice is the downside is your sales are gonna be a bit lower. Your conversion rates are gonna be definitely a bit lower. So maybe instead of like say if you are normally making like 20% profit margin, maybe only make like 15%. But I mean that is still good, right? So you use that to build up cash flow. And once you have like maybe like 20-30K in savings, you can create like an international company in like Hong Kong or in the US, and then you can use that to create like USA PayPal, and then that's how you can get into the game of like PayPal.
Yeah.
So that's how I would say it.
Exactly. If you're from a third world country, maybe open a Hong Kong company or US or UK to get those payment methods, because that's really important.
Yeah. But maybe that's like more once you already have like the cash flow, because it takes quite a bit of money to open.
Yeah, I think that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But you have to look at because every company has like a different amount that you need to pay. So I'm not sure which one is the cheapest. So I have to look that up. But you have to do some research for that.
So so I think we can. Shall we end this interview? I think.
Or should we share one more?
One more market? No, I think that's enough. They're gonna give you a heart attack, bro.
Maybe some tip about how to avoid getting your payment processor banned or something. Maybe that could be fun.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that will be the last
I'm just trying to give as much value as possible, man.
Yeah. So why don't you share from your experience? Yeah. What can you do to prevent, like, say, chargebacks or protect your payment processors? I can also share my experience, because I think I have a pretty hardcore experience, with getting banned from Shopify payments. Like mine was insane, bro. Mine was like the craziest, man. Yeah, but why don't you share first, then I'll share a little bit of mine.
Yeah. So the reason I'm probably not banned right now is because I use a chargeback protector. So basically what it does, as soon as customer calls the bank, it sees basically that the customer wants to do a chargeback, and before it reaches the payment processor, so in this case I use Shopify Payments, then they refund the customer, so it doesn't show up as a chargeback. So that way Shopify doesn't see it as a chargeback, and this way I keep my payment processor healthy. That's probably the biggest reason why I'm not banned or have like any holds right now. So that's probably. And what I use is chargeback.io. I also use Disputify, but they got in some issues lately, so
yeah, they got hacked and the crazy scandal.
But that's what also I would recommend to even set this up before you start selling. It's really important, especially if you're a beginner and you don't have any history. I recommend to set this up so you avoid getting in trouble later, because it's quite common for you to get holds or be banned as a beginner. So, and this will prevent that. That's what I would recommend. Yeah.
So to give a little bit of a background for me, in 2020, actually one of the reasons why I stopped dropshipping in 2022 to 2023 was because I was going through this like massive was like the craziest bandwidth I ever experienced in my life. And basically I had like 10 plus stores running at a point of time. We were doing Google ads, and all my stores got banned from Shopify. I got banned from Shopify Payments, and it was all because of one store that I was running. We were selling smartwatches. That store did over like $1 million in revenue over a span of a year, and we had like 2.5% to 3% chargeback rate. It was crazy, because we were selling in the US, and it was electronics. I guess the product wasn't really that good as well, which is why we had so many chargebacks. But mostly like in the electronic niche, the chargebacks are a lot higher, and especially in the US, man, those people, they are ruthless. They just open chargeback for whatever reason. So the chargebacks was really high. We ran that for very long. And eventually, I think Shopify Payments, they were like, what's wrong with this guy? And then they banned me. And then alongside with that ban, they basically blacklisted my IP address. They blacklisted my it was so messed up. Where literally even I had to like buy like a new laptop. I had to use like a new Wi-Fi connection. I had to get like a new identity. And I actually made one mistake when I did that in an effort to mitigate the ban. I connected to my home Wi-Fi and they were able to link back to me, and all my stores that I had all shut down within like a day. You know, the next day I opened an email, bro. It was like it was a nightmare, bro. Like that was like the one of the worst 3 months of my life. You know, I was like in this like nightmare. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Yeah, but thankfully, you know, after getting back into dropshipping, right now, like last year, I used like a new payment processor called AirWallex. They have been fantastic. Customer service isn't that good, but they have been very consistent with the payouts. They have like a pretty decent reserve term. They hold my money for about 2.5 months right now, but still, you know, they allow me to process payments. So I'm happy to even be back in the game, to be honest. But yeah, like having like a low chargeback rate is so important, because like my mistake at the point of time was like I had really high chargebacks. You know, my store, 2% chargeback rate. It's just like unacceptable, because like most payment processors, they will only accept you to have up to 1%, and even 1% is like you're really pushing it. You want to be under like 0.5%, ideally like 0.3. For some payment processors, even 0.3%, they don't like it. Right now ours is like 0.25%. We have like the chargeback blocker, like what Giordi says, so able to keep it around 0.2, 0.25%. That has helped us to stay in the game. And as for PayPal, yeah, you know, PayPal, you're just kind of cook. You know, you just have to make sure with PayPal, you just have to make sure that you I'm a little bit more lenient with our like a refund policy on PayPal, because PayPal is so easier for customers to open a chargeback. And what you do is basically, for us, we when a customer, they open like an inquiry for whatever reason, we say if they don't like the product, they open an inquiry, we just offer them like a 50% partial refund, let them keep the product. So a lot of times they take it, so it doesn't go into the chargeback stage. And that's how we have been able to keep our PayPal processor healthy as well. So yeah, that is that.
Yeah, that's really important. I think especially as a beginner, you should try to avoid getting your payment processor banned, because it's so if that happens, you're really fucked, man. Like it's
yeah, that's like a nightmare. Like what I've been through was like so bad, because I wasn't just banned from Shopify payments. Here, and hear me out, guys. I was blacklisted by the the bank that provides the service to Shopify payments, Woo payments, basically like all Stripe and everything. I was banned by the bank, like Wells Fargo. You know, Wells Fargo is in the United States, a financial institution. They are the ones that are backing like all these different companies. So they blacklisted me. So when I tried to use like when I tried to go on like a different platform like WooCommerce using like Woo payments, they didn't even allow me to use them. You know, so fucked up, bro. It was so damn fucked up.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
So important to install chargeback.io, a disputifier, to avoid this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really important. There's one last thing I wanted to share, because
Yeah. Okay.
because otherwise you will get fucked.
All right. So yeah, that's it for this interview, man. If you guys did enjoy this, you can join our community down below, our free community. We answer everyone, literally every single day. We're getting messages and we are replying to every single one. The link is the pinned comment box below. And also, if you want to learn about the strategy, you can click over there as well. And also, you can follow Giordi as well. If you want to speak to Giordi, you want to ask him questions, I'm going to put his Instagram handle down below as well. And I guess subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. That's it.
Yeah. Or if you want to message me, you can just DM me on Discord or in the group. So yeah.
All right.
Happy to answer.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.